Welcome dear students. So today we'll start with exercise 13D where we are going to do factorization by breaking the middle term. Very important one. Okay, this will be helpful in your upcoming classes. For example, class 9, class 10, 11, 12, you further take maths also. Okay, so this particular topic is very useful for you. So let's see how to do the middle term break. Now here how you need to factorize is, so first and foremost, middle term is this one. This is the middle term. Okay, so we have to break this particular term. Okay, so basically when you break, you have to break the number. So number is 6 here, isn't it? So we will break that number 6. We will not break the variable, so x will remain as it is, and we have plus 8 here, isn't it? Now how do we break? That's the question. Now first and foremost, you have to observe the sign here. Which sign is this? This sign is plus, so we have to write plus here. Okay, now you have to find two numbers. Okay, two numbers such that when you add those two numbers, you should get 6, and when you multiply those two numbers, you have to get 8. Obviously the numbers will be 4 and 2, because when you add 4 and 2 you get 6, and when you multiply 4 into 2 you get 8, isn't it? So that's what is the breaking of the middle term. So let's open the bracket now. So we have x square plus, how much is this? This 4 into x becomes 4x. So we have plus into plus is plus, 2 into x is 2x, plus we have 8. Okay, so this is equal to, see here carefully, this is okay. So among these two, is there anything common? Yes, x is common. So when you take x common from x square, we get only x, plus this x is gone, so only 4 is left, isn't it? Now among these two, is there anything common? Yes, and that common thing is 2. So when you take 2 out here, so you get only x, plus when you take 2 from 8, you get 4, isn't it? Now see, here also we have x plus 4, here also we have got x plus 4. So let me take x plus 4 outside as common. So when x plus 4 goes, only x is left. So we have x, we have from here only plus 2 left, isn't it? So this is the factorization of this particular expression. Okay, now similarly let's see question number 7. Okay, and so in question number 7 we have, okay, so as usual the rule says, so this is equals to a square minus, so we have to break this number, I told you. So let me write a bracket here. So variable a will be written as it is, and minus we have 40. Okay, now which sign is here? You have to write the same sign, isn't it? Here we had plus, so that's why we wrote plus, but here we have minus, so that's why we'll write minus sign here. Now you have to find two numbers, okay, whose difference is going to be how much? 3, and when you multiply those two numbers, you will get 40. Obviously the numbers will be 8 and 5, because 8 minus 5 is 3, isn't it? And 8 5s are how much? 40. Okay, see, you need to do lots of practice, then only you will understand this kind of sum. Okay, so we have a square, open the bracket, minus 8 into a is minus 8a. Okay, minus into minus is plus, you have to be very careful here. Okay, minus into minus becomes plus, 5 into a is 5a, and at last we have minus 40. All right, now so this is equal to, so is there anything common here? Yes, a is common. So when you take a common, you get a, minus from here you get 8. All right, so from here, from these two, again we see 5 is common. So when you take 5 common, you get a minus 8 here, isn't it? See, here also we have a minus 8. Here also we have a minus 8. So take a minus 8 as common. Here only a will be left, plus here only 5 will be left. So this will be the factorization of this particular expression. Okay, so you may pause the video and note down your solution. Let's see the next question. Okay, so next question we have this one. Now here I told you we need to break only the numbers. Okay, so do not worry about the variables given. Okay, so let me write the variables as it is. So we have to divide or break this particular number. So we have xy here, so xy plus we have 24y square. Now what is the number here? This is 24. Okay, so we have plus sign here, so we will write plus here. Now we will find two numbers whose sum is going to be 10, and when you multiply those two numbers you will get 24. So obviously the numbers will be 6 and 4, because 6 plus 4 is 10, 6 4s are 24. Okay, so let's open the bracket now. So x square minus 6 into xy is 6xy, minus into plus is minus, remember 4 into xy is 4xy, plus 24y square. Okay, now is there anything common here in between these two? Yes, x is common. So when you take x from here, you get only x, minus this x is gone, so you get 6y, isn't it? So you get 6y. Now among these two, very important, you have to be very careful, minus 4y is common, isn't it? So if 4 and y goes, you get x here. So remember, when you take minus common, I told you this plus becomes minus, sign will get reversed. Now from 24, if you take 4, you get 6, isn't it? And y is gone, so from y square only y is left. Okay, here also we have x minus 6y, here also we have x minus 6y. So if I take x minus 6y common, then from the first one only x is left, and from the second one, if this goes, you get minus 4y, right? So this will be my answer for this particular question. Let's observe this question now. Now in this question, see, we have number here also, right? Now what you need to do is, here you need to first, see, earlier we did not have any number here, isn't it? Now if you have some number here, what you need to do is, you will first multiply this and the last number. So 7 into 1 is how much? 7 into 1 is 7. So this number becomes very important. Okay, so let me repeat once again. Multiply the first number and the last number and note it down. Okay, now next step, what you need to do is, you will break the middle term. So we have 7b square minus, we'll break the middle number, that is 8. Okay, so we have variable is b and the last number is 1. So sign is plus here, so that's why we'll write plus here. Okay, now we will break this 8 into two numbers such that their sum is going to be 8, and when you multiply those two numbers, you get this particular number, that is 7. So obviously the numbers will be 7 and 1, because 7 plus 1 is 8 and 7 into 1 is 7. Okay, now open the bracket, 7b square minus, we have 7 into b is 7b, minus into plus is minus, 1 into b is just b. We have plus 1. Now among these two, is there anything common? No. Or yes, there is common, that is common thing is 7b. So 7b, if 7 is gone, so out of b square, if b is gone, you get only b. Now minus 7b is gone, right? 7b is gone means only 1 is left. Now from here nothing is common, so take minus 1 common. So you remember, when minus is common, this sign reverses and becomes minus, plus becomes minus, so we have 1 here. See, here we have b minus 1, here also we have b minus 1, so take b minus 1 common, so you get 7b minus 1 here, isn't it? So this will be the factorization of this particular expression. Okay, so you may pause the video and note down your solution. Okay, so let's have a look at these two questions, and these are going to be my last questions for the day. Okay, now I told you multiply this number and this number. How much do you get? 2 into 6 is 12. So note this number. Okay, now in the middle we don't have any number, right? So if there is no number, remember there will always be number 1. Okay, so we have 2x squared plus we will break this 1, the middle number. Okay, so we have xy minus we have 6y squared. So you have minus sign here, so you will write minus. Now you will find two numbers whose difference, there is minus here, whose difference is going to be 1. Okay, and when you multiply those two numbers, you will get 12. Obviously the number will be 4 and 3, because 4 minus 3 is 1 and 4 into 3 is 12, isn't it? Now your job is to open the bracket. So we have 2x squared plus 4xy minus 3xy plus into minus is minus, right? So minus we have 6y squared here. Now among these two and among these two we have to find the common. So we have 2x common, so 2 is gone, x is also gone, so only x is left. So plus out of 4, 2 is gone means only 2 is left, x is gone, so you are left with y. Okay, now among these two I see minus 3y is common, so 3 and y is gone, so only x is left. Minus is common means this minus becomes plus. Okay, now out of 6, 3 is gone means only 2 is left, and out of y square, y is gone means only y is left. Now here also we have x plus 2y, here also we have x plus 2y, so x plus 2y will be common again. Okay, so from here only 2x is left, and from here only 3y is left. So this will be the factorization of question number 14. Now let's see this particular problem. Okay, so here what you see is the power of a. We don't have any a here, so here we have the power of a to be 1, and here the power of a is 2. But earlier you used to have a squared, then a, then you used to have nothing, right? So here in this case, in earlier case, whatever we have learned, here power of a is decreasing, right? So decreasing, let me write in this way. So decreasing means let me write this way. But in this case, you see the power of a is nothing, 1, 2. It is increasing, right? So in such case, you need not worry. So you will do the same way that we used to do earlier. So first and foremost, you will multiply the first number and the last number. So 5 into 14 is how much? So 5 is a 20, carried over to 5 ones are 5 plus 2 is 70, isn't it? So this is the number that you need to keep in mind. Now let's see the solution in the same way. So we have 5 here, so we will break this 3 into two numbers, right? So you have a minus 14a square. Okay, now divide the 17 into two numbers. Okay, so there's minus sign here, so we will write minus. So we have to break this number into two numbers such that its difference, okay, its difference, the difference of two numbers is going to be 3, and when you multiply those two numbers you will get 70. Now in the earlier case it was very simple, but in this case, since it is a bit tricky, I'll show you the way how we find those two numbers. Okay, so what we will do is we will just write 70 and we will factorize this product. Okay, so we will divide with 2. Okay, so when you divide with 2 you get 35. Now with 5 you get 7, right? Okay, now we will find the combination from here only. So see, 5 into 2 is 10, remaining number is 7. What is the difference? Difference is 3, isn't it? So I need to write this as how much? I need to write this as 10 minus 7, because 10 minus 7 is 3. 10 into 7 is also 70. Okay, all right. So we have So let me erase this. Okay, so we have equals to, so this 5 plus 10 into a is 10a, minus plus into minus is minus, 7 into a is 7a, minus 14a squared. Okay, so what is common from here? 5 is common, so 1 is left, plus 5 is gone, means we have 2a here. Okay, now we have minus common here, minus 7a is common, right? So 7a is gone, means we have plus, I'm sorry, 1, and this minus is common, means this minus becomes plus. Okay, so from 14, 7 is gone, means 2 is left. From a square, a is gone, means a is left. See here, we have 1 plus 2a, 1 plus 2a. Remember, in the problems that we have covered till now, we have the same quantities here, right? Same quantity here. Similarly, we have same quantity here. So take them out as common. So 1 plus 2a is common. So from the first one we get only 5, and from the second term we get minus 7a, isn't it? So this will be the factorization of question number 20. Okay, so that's all for today. So I'll give you a few homework. Okay, so your homework is so do any two questions from 1 to 20. Okay, from 1 to 20. Okay, so whatever is left, see, there are many questions that I have not done, but they are similar. So what you will do is, you will do any two questions from the leftover ones. Okay, so with this we close for the day. Thank you very much.